You may have seen this video, Why Veganism Doesn't Work by Modern MBA. Completely misleading title, like beyond clickbait. The video has nothing to do with veganism not working or really veganism at all. It has to do with milk and milk alternatives, and not even that. Like, it's really specifically on Oatly. He talks about dairy subsidies and how they help prop up the dairy industry, and he talks about Oatly and their own, economic problems. Misleading title aside, the video itself is not bad, although at one point he does say that you can make like plant milks at home, including oat milk, soy milk, whatever, as opposed to cow's milk, right? Can't really make that at home. You can, but they're not going to taste like the store-bought, right? Homemade soy milk is very, very beany. It tastes like soybeans. It's completely different from the Silk unsweetened milk that I buy. Homemade oat milk is going to be a thick, starchy mess without the processing, the enzymes that something like Oatly uses. Now, I did find this cool recipe from My Quiet Kitchen where she uses enzymes, but yeah, it's not exactly convenient. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that while researching some of the things Modern MBA said in his video, I came across this, the Oatly case. We won. I don't know how I missed this, but back in 2021, Oatly sued another oat milk brand, for trademark infringement. The brand is Glib. I meant to look this up. Gleb Farm? Glebby Farm? I'm going to say Gleb. The brand is Gleb Farm. It's a British oat company. Unsurprisingly, they launched an oat milk back in January 2019, probably after seeing the success of Oatly. The product was originally called Oat Drink, but then in 2020, they changed it to Pure Oaty. It's a play on purity, so I think you're supposed to say like purity, but I can't do it. I don't know why I can't do it. Pure Oaty. Maybe you can see what's going on here. Yeah, Oatly did not like that, said it was way too close to Oatly. The Oaty part is just one letter shy of Oatly. But it wasn't just the name. They also said the packaging was too similar, specifically the use of the color blue and the kind of papery looking texture, speckled, I think they call it. According to Oatly, these products just look too similar. They could cause consumer confusion, right? A customer goes in to buy Oatly and accidentally buys Pure Oaty. This can tarnish and dilute the Oatly brand. Before we get to the outcome, which we already know, I guess, but I do want to give my opinion just as a nobody. I'm not a lawyer or anything, and I don't know anything about Gleb Farm except for this. This is the first time I've heard about them. Again, they're a British company. They don't sell their products here, to my knowledge. I'm familiar with Oatly, of course. I've made fun of their cringe marketing numerous times, I think, on this channel. I hate oat milk. Again, there's no doubt in my mind that Gleb Farm's decision to sell oat milk was heavily influenced by Oatly, right? Along with every other company that decided to make oat milk. They saw Oatly's success, or maybe faux success, depending on whatever. Again, not the point of this video. And they wanted a piece of the pie. Silk, So Delicious, Alpro, even private label store brands like Kroger, Simple Truth, they have an oat milk now. They all sell oat milk because of Oatly. And it is possible that Gleb Farm took note of Oatly's packaging as well. In fact, we know they did. They emulated Oatly's, again, the papery speckled color to give the illusion of a rustic, rough cardboard effect. All that aside, I truly cannot imagine confusing these two. Yeah, they're both blue, but they're completely different shades of blue. I think someone mentioned, maybe it was actually mentioned by Oatly, I can't remember, but mentioned the coffee cup. Okay, but the coffee cup is only on the gray packaging, the barista Oatly. So again, that one's gray. That's even more different. The font is very different. The Oaty part on Gleb Farm looks completely different from Oatly, especially how Oatly stylizes Oatly, right? With the line break and the hyphen, that's very unique. And then the feeling, just the feeling of the packaging, I think is totally different. I think Gleb Farm is going for a more kind of natural look, and you can see that in the writing too. It says like pure, simple. They don't add any, fortification or anything. No added sugar. You've got the tractor down there, right? Whereas Oatly I think is pretty obviously going for a more modern, hip aesthetic, big arrow, speech bubble. So yeah, I just can't see someone confusing these two products in the store. I think even when I was like sleep deprived, postpartum depression, new mom, I don't think I would have confused them. And the judge, Mr. Nicholas Caddick, came to the same conclusion. So for one thing, the similarity in the name is due to the word oat, which is descriptive. You can't trademark that. You can't claim trademark infringement for someone's use of oat on an oat milk product. And then the remaining elements, the pure and Ly, are not similar at all. He said customers probably would not be confused because they would see the word oat for what it is, a description of the product, rather than something unique to the brand, right? They would look for other identifiers to figure out what the brand is. Oatly has not itself produced any evidence of actual confusion. Indeed, Mr. Perron, Oatly UK's former general manager, very frankly admitted that he was not aware of Oatly having a single document to suggest that a customer had even made a link between Pure Oatly and Oatly. This was despite Oatly having some 300,000 followers on social media. I don't know why that's funny to me. Just a judge talking about a brand's Instagram. I don't know. It's just funny. Judge Caddick also noted the use of the Gleb Farm logo above the Pure Oatly lettering, right? So a consumer would see both of those together, making confusion less likely. He mentioned the Union flag, the mention of purity and gluten-free, the tractor. All of these distinguish the packaging from Oatly's. Oh, right. Oatly also took issues with the word shake me at the top of the carton in an irregular style with motion lines. The judge said, no. Those are instructions. You can't trademark instructions. There's a lot of other funny stuff in here too. I like Oatly's evidence of confusion. Again, they admitted they don't have anything from an actual consumer, but they did share an interview with a deli owner who keeps mistakenly referring to Pure Oatly as Oatly during the interview. And the judge was not impressed. A few emails too, communication between Pure Oatly and like retailers, and they accidentally say Oatly. That's their evidence. So yeah, Oatly lost, although you can see here Gleb Farms did change their packaging anyway. I'm guessing they did this during the process, right? Just in case they lost. I'm assuming they went ahead and had it redesigned and then they won and it was like, well, this is good. Let's just use the new packaging. They spent a lot of money on that, I'm sure. We're glad to see it and think the packaging looks good. That's Mr. Perron, again, general manager of Oatly, former general manager of Oatly UK. We wish them well. Sure you do. Anyway, I just thought this was interesting and pretty crappy, just a crappy thing to do, regardless of the product, suing over something like this. But then when we look at the product, right, like plant-based things, it's just even worse. You're going to sue a fellow plant-based brand, a fellow milk alternative company for trademark infringement. I'm not saying all plant-based brands need to like get along and band together or something, or that we as consumers should feel the need to purchase from every plant-based brand, right? I mean, I've criticized a lot of plant-based products on this channel. I think criticism is how we get better, but to hurt another company over something so frivolous, it kind of reminds me of what Light Life did back in 2020. I don't know if you guys remember this, but they wrote an open letter specifically targeting Beyond Meat and Impossible as a way to market their new burger, right? They were trying to say their burger is so clean, has fewer ingredients, versus Beyond Impossible, which is like dirty. They don't say that, but that's obviously the implication. Enough. Yes, this is really how it starts. Enough with the hyper-processed ingredients, GMOs, unnecessary additives and fillers, and fake blood. While we want the same things, a greener planet and a more sustainable food system, at Light Life, we've chosen a very different way to get there. We're making a clean break from both of you food tech companies that attempt to mimic meat at any cost. Our burger has only 11 ingredients. That's it, not 18 or 20. Our ingredients are clean, recognizable, and simple to pronounce. There are no fillers, GMOs, or additives like synthetically produced soy leg hemoglobin for flavor and color. These just aren't necessary. We're going beyond, and it isn't impossible. In fact, we're already on the way. Michael Klar of Better Bite Ventures rewrote the letter on LinkedIn. Plant-based chicken filet we developed for KFC Canada has 40 ingredients with coating, including likes of monosodium glutamate and titanium dioxide. In fact, some of our products still contain egg whites, most likely coming from factory farms. Damn. Burn. Lightlife is fully vegan now. I think they've been since like 2021, so pretty soon after this letter. But yeah, they were not at the time they wrote this. When they criticized Beyond Meat for having fillers, they still had products containing egg. Also, I just checked their website and they no longer sell the Lightlife burger. Beyond Meat, Impossible, still in stores. That's how you win. Maybe people don't care about clean. They want something that actually tastes good. I never tried their burger, to be clear, so that's not fair. But yeah, it's funny. Anyway, I did personally boycott Lightlife after this, and I loved Lightlife bacon. I have not had it since. I have not had it in like, close to 5 years. The only Lightlife thing I've bought is the chicken breast. I don't think they sell those anymore either, but they were at Grocery Outlet, and there's no other vegan thing like that, so I had to buy it. I had to try it, but yeah, that's it. Just for me and my husband, the open letter, it irked us so much. Just no, we don't want to support you. And the same goes for Oatly, again, for me. You know, I just think this was so crappy. I don't want to support a company that does this, particularly when there are other oat milks available, and they're cheaper too. Now, in this case, again, I don't like oat milk, so it's not very hard for me to not buy it. I do actually have an Oatly product in my fridge, another Grocery Outlet find. It's a creamer. It's not very good. Oh, I do like their ice cream. I do actually like oat milk as an ice cream base. I think it's pretty good. I think I can forego Oatly ice cream. It'll be tough, but I can do it. This is totally personal, just like the Lightlife decision. I'm not at all saying people should boycott them. This is just one of those really small, personal things, I think. I'm sure Lightlife still has good products, and if you enjoy them, particularly if they help you not purchase pork hot dogs or pork bacon, then absolutely keep buying them. And Oatly, if that helps you drink less cow's milk, absolutely keep buying it. But I know some of you are like us and are very privileged, maybe out here in Portland, where we just have so many options that we can be more choosy and we can avoid companies that seem like maybe they're just interested in profit, maybe don't really care who they hurt along the way. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this weird little video. I would love to know your thoughts. I would love to know if you, looking at the packaging, if you actually think these do look similar, because I'm sure there are at least some people who look at them and think they do and maybe could get them confused. It's not an objective thing, right? It's a case by case basis type of thing. And the point is that the average consumer, most people would not be confused, right? But yeah, I would love to know your thoughts on the packaging. Oh, and I was thinking that speckled look too. Silk has that, or they used to have it. Their old packaging, which I liked better, had that sort of dotted kind of papery looking thing. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like and subscribe. Yeah, please do. Helps out the channel. And of course, what really helps out the channel is giving me money, which my patrons do, and my members here on YouTube. Thank you so much to everyone who does monetarily support the channel. I am a pretty small channel. I know it's crazy given the number of subscribers I have, but that's actually pretty small here on YouTube. And I don't do sponsorships because I don't like to do sponsorships. I've only done one my entire YouTube career, and that was like maybe 5 years ago now. I still do use the Earth Breeze laundry sheets though. I actually use those, and there's another brand on Amazon that sometimes is cheaper and seems to work well, so I like alternate with those. But anyway, thank you again to the people who do support the channel, and I do post exclusive content over there for tier 2 members on YouTube and patrons. I do a vlog, and I do a controversial topic, something that's unrelated to veganism or maybe like quasi related. I'm actually about to post the controversial for this month, February 28th, so Cutting it close. You may have noticed my voice is a little weird. Yeah, we got sick again. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody.